Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, inside the StreamYard studios, back again for another exciting interview. And of course, once again, I am the host of the Fighting Now interviews. I am Jake, representing the Fighting Now. And in case you guys don't know about the Fighting Now, we are a page that pretty much shows love and support to all of the women of combat sports, Muay Thai, boxing, kickboxing, you name it. We support all women because these women deserve the amount of platform, the amount of love that they share. And of course, today I have a very special guest that'll be coming up with me just a very soon. That's Miss Chrissy Yandolli. And of course, something that I do want to get just a mention to is that if you guys missed out on the announcement that happened earlier today with myself and Brawling Babes with Brittany, I'm excited because we're going to be making a show, a podcast talking about mental health, and we're going to be bringing fighters, we're going to be bringing coaches, we're going to be bringing so many people in, pretty much sharing their voices about mental health. So if you guys want to get a chance to follow Miss Brittany, go follow her at Brawling Babes with Brittany. I'm sure she appreciates all of you, and of course appreciates everyone that gets a chance to show the love. So I'm very good chance to happy to make that announcement. So yeah, okay, so we got the big announcement done. Now I'm very excited about this one because she's been working so hard these last couple months. She's been achieving things here this year in 2023. So please help me welcome in the beautiful, the amazing Chrissy Yandali.
Hey Jake, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm great. Thank you. Look, we matched
Is my
today.
yeah. I was gonna say that's a beautiful hoodie, don't you that you have on there? Don't you think?
I love mine, but I mean, yours is pretty beautiful too.
I mean, I think both of our hoodies are looking really good. So in case you guys don't know, is that
Oh
myself
my
and Miss I would say myself and Miss Chrissy are wearing our amazing outside the box hoodies from Miss Zaria Bloom. So Zaria, if you're watching this, I first of all I want to say thank you for the hoodies that you have made for myself and Chrissy for all that you do, and of course what you do for pretty much this entire fighting community. So if you guys want to go get your hoodie, go make sure to follow Zaria Bloom and Outside the Box because myself and Chrissy we appreciate Zaria. I think Zaria interviewed Miss Chrissy back about a couple of months ago. So if you guys missed that, go follow Zaria Bloom, go follow Outside the Box. And while you're doing that, go get yourself some merchandise.
yes.
They're incredible. They're comfortable. You can wear them to the gym. You can wear them to work. And pretty much wear it wherever. So go and get yourself a outside the box hoodie today. And I hear the cat meowing like you told me about.
Yeah. She gets mad when I talk to anybody else but her. She's very territorial.
That's pretty much just like a little daughter saying like, "Who's talking to my mom? Like who's talking to her?"
Yeah, well, yeah, yeah. She
Oh,
sometimes it
oh
sounds
yeah.
like words that she's saying.
Gotta love that. Gotta love that being a cat mom. So first of all, I want to say welcome in. I'm so glad to get just to have you here. So in case anybody doesn't know, she is an amazing kickboxer. She's done so much for the sport of MMA to kickboxing, especially on the Muay Thai side as well, where you won the was it the Flex Fight Series title down there for Muay
Yes.
Thai?
Yes, that was my most recent title was the Flex series Muay Thai title.
Hello?
Yeah. Did you hear me?
Hang on, I think. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I think we might be having some technical difficulties. Hang on. Don't say anything real quick.
Okay.
I think we might be having some technical difficulties. I hope not. Um, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh Lord, we need. What in the world? Sorry about that, Miss Chrissy. Having some technical
That's
difficulties.
okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. So go ahead and repeat what you were saying because we had some technical difficulties. C2 Jakes. So was it a Muay Thai title?
Yes, my most recent title was one on the Flex series show, whatever the Flex Fighting series. That's what I'm trying to say. And we fought for the strawweight Muay Thai title.
Exactly, exactly. So of course you're pretty much a champion doing so many incredible things. So yet, congrats on that. So let's go ahead and get things started before we end up having more technical difficulties. Which I apologize
Yeah.
about that, and apologize to the viewers about that as well. So we all get inspired by what we do today. For me, it's interviewing, but for you, it's also fighting. So what inspired you to start fighting?
Well, that's like two questions. What inspired me to start fighting was very long time ago, probably in the year 2000. Um, so yeah, we won't do like the math on my age, but it was in about the year 2000, and I went to a kickboxing show, and it was amazing. It was the coolest thing I ever saw. And I was wondering why there was no girls on the card. So I took the flyer home. I picked a gym that was like in the brochure, and I walked in the next day and was like, "Hey, I want to fight."
I love that.
And they definitely looked at me like I was nuts.
I can imagine just walking to a gym and it's like, hey, I want to fight, and they're like, where did this
Pretty
come
much.
from? Where did this come from? Wow, that is really, really crazy, but also awesome because it was pretty much you went to a kickboxing event and all of a sudden it's like, I want to fight.
Yeah,
I want to fight some chicks. So, yeah, let's see if we can get some in there. And of course, you've been fighting for quite some time, so kind of
yeah,
crazy to look back on how you started to where you are now.
yeah. And how reason I said it was a two-part question. Um, in the middle there, like as you said, I've been fighting for a long time. I kind of lost my love for fighting until I met this very special human. His name was Nicholas Wolber, and he started a charity for children with cancer while he was battling his own cancer. So he actually was doing some fundraisers, and I was like, "I'll do a fight for your charity," and he was like, "Wait, what?" And I was like, "Oh, I fight. Like I'm a kickboxer. Like I fight. So like let's do a fight for your charity." And we had like his whole charity come down, and it was an amazing event. We raised so much money for his charity, and ever since then, he's the person that keeps me fighting.
That's really awesome.
Well,
Shout out to
he
him.
did pass away, but his memory keeps it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and of course, God bless his soul, and God bless the way he is, because if it wasn't for him, you wouldn't be back in there killing it like you are. So, shout out to Nicholas, and
Yeah, I probably
I,
would not.
yeah, yeah, I say it definitely hit you just thinking about how you got back involved with it, and of course, it was somebody that helped you so much ever since you came back.
Yes.
Yeah. And
He's
so
with
it's
me
something
every
I
time I'm in the ring.
he's with you always, and that's something I thought about. It's like he's always with you, no matter what happens in life. He's by your side. He's in your corner, and he believes in you so much.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's something I've always thought about. We all see the training aspects, and of course, you train at Long Island MMA. So talk about how much that gym means to you, how much they've helped you.
Oh my goodness. Long Island MMA is actually the third gym that I belonged to. My first gym didn't last very long because I just was not in the right place. And then I was in another kickboxing gym for a good amount of time. I've been with Long Island MMA for 11 years. The trainers over there, the facility over there, they've completely took my old style of fighting, completely changed it around. And they are the gym that I went from amateur to pro in. They've taken me through MMA. I've had a couple of MMA fights. It's literally my favorite place in the whole world. Well,
And by
no,
the way,
favorite place in America.
I'll say probably the best place in America for sure. So if you guys are in the Long Island area, and if you guys want to go train, be amazing badass fighters like Chrissy here, make sure you guys go check them out at Long Island MMA. I promise you, you guys will not regret it.
Yes. We have
And
a
of
new
course,
facility opening up next week too. So we have a brand new, huge facility. It's going to be great.
ooh. Oh, congratulations! I cannot
Thank
wait
you.
to see how things go for Long
Yeah.
Island MMA. New facility, hopefully some new faces that will come around. So make sure you guys go check them out at Long Island
Yes.
MMA. And I think Miss Zaria might be joining us because I think I see somebody typing down in the comments. So Zaria, if you're watching this, we
Ah.
got you. We got you, girl. But something I've always thought about while I got distracted there is that there's always been great parts about training. There's been the fun parts, there's been the best parts, but sometimes there's been the hardest part. So, from your perspective, what has been the hardest part about training?
Um, the hardest part about training is usually, for me anyway, I don't know. I feel I've talked to a couple other like female fighters that I'm friends with, and it's usually like we're all pretty much on the same track. When you start your fight camp, like the first 2 weeks is great. Like you're getting like back into it. You're super excited. All your stuff is coming together. It's lovely. Like whatever, whatever. 3 weeks, you're still feeling good, and then it's like the fourth week, which is like the fourth week in, and usually like 2 weeks out is like literally the worst week of training you've ever had in your life. It's that roller coaster, and that's the bottom. And you are like, why do I do this? I'm not even good. I'm getting beat up every day. That is always like the worst part for me. And then I feel like you slowly get out of that, and then you get to your peak, which is usually for me is like the day of the fight.
That, well, I can understand that for sure. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people can look up to you and respect you for all that you're doing, especially when it comes to, it's not only just inside the ring, inside the cage, but it's also outside where you pretty much push yourself to be the best. You pretty much go through the weight cut. You go through a lot of mental stuff,
Ugh.
and it ain't easy. It's never easy, right?
It's you every fight camp you wonder why you do it. But then afterwards, you're like, when's my next fight? Like, but while you're doing it, you're like, you're waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning on in the winter and it's dark out, and then you're going to the gym after work and you come home and it's dark out, and you're like, why do I do this? And then you fight and you love it, and then yeah, like, and you just do it again, and then you're cutting weight in the sauna, and you're like, why did I say I would do this weight? I hate it here, but 2 months
Oh.
later, you're back in the sauna.
That too much later, that is very, very crazy. And it's something I've always thought about is that, there's a reason why myself and you love about the sports. To me, there's so many different things, but you, it could be something different. So, what's something about the sport that you love so much about it?
Um, I was completely drawn to this sport from day one. Like as I said, I walked into that event and was like, I need to be here. Like this is like, I guess when people say it's like your calling, I was like, this is my calling. And for me, it was like at that time, like no girls were doing it. MMA wasn't what it is today. Kickboxing wasn't even what it was today. People didn't even know what it was. But for me, like I love everything about the sport. I think it's beautiful, even though it's violent. The martial arts that's behind it, and I know there's a lot of, negative talking here and there before fights and stuff, but for the most part, the respect that you have for your opponent before, during, and after the fight, like it doesn't happen in all it doesn't really happen in a lot of sports. So
Yeah. Not to mention that is that this sport, when it comes to fighting, it can be the most dysfunctional type of environment, but and also like you said before, it's always be something so beautiful and so incredible because once we fight somebody, that somebody is pretty much going through the same BS as you are. You're pretty much going through the same camp, having to go get back into the sauna,
exactly.
and it's like you both are going through so much. But at the end of the day, though, it's like if you guys are on the same weight or just a little bit underneath it, that goes show of how much dedication they have, and at least more respect towards you than there is to them, at least.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when you look across the cage right before that bell rings and you touch gloves, like you know exactly what she went through to get to that spot because you went through it too. Maybe one of you had a better one or an easier time, but you both went through exactly that. So
Oh yeah,
there's
one hundred
usually that
percent.
common ground.
And of course, my next question is that this is something that I've always talked about. I mean, you followed me. You've been a part of the fight now. Is that mental health is a very serious thing, and of course, mental health has pretty much has done so much, and especially when it comes to the sport can pretty much take somebody out of a dark place and put us in a light place. So, I gotta ask this though: is that how much has the sport helped you out mentally?
Um, Hmm. It's helped me mentally as well as it's been a little bit of my downfall at times. I struggle with depression and anxiety already, so it has definitely helped me out of my dark times at times. But there's also times where it puts you there. Just like fight camp roller coaster. Just the roller coaster of the sport is the same. Like you hit your super highs when you win like a fight and it was amazing and blah 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 blah, and then you hit your super lows when you either can't get a fight or like your fight falls through or you lose a big fight. All those things. It gets you out of that dark place, but sometimes it's actually gotten me into the dark place, but it's also in the end gotten me out. So like I said, it's just a big roller coaster. But if I didn't have the sport, I think I would be a much angrier person. But
I
I get to hit people every day, so I'm way happier.
I mean, and plus, I mean, not to mention that is that like on fight day, if you get really pissed off, you're just pretty much going to punch somebody square in the face, and it's like boom, it's like you're a winner already because you pretty much defeated your opponent. But also, hey, it helped you out so much mentally just by letting out one punch. So if there's anybody that's watching this live or will be watching this later on, if you're struggling mentally, first of all, please go get the help because we all need you. I cannot stress enough. But if you want to get involved with the sport, then yet go to a gym, go to your local gym. I don't care how far it is because whenever you walk into that gym can treat you like family in case you don't feel like you're loved by your own family. And so I'm telling you this right
Yes.
now. Please go get a fight and try. Or if you don't want to fight, at least go get the training aspects a try because it will help you so much more than you ever know.
Yeah, my Long Island MMA family is my second family. Because of that gym, I have so many people in my life that are around that would normally have never been here. So when it comes to fighting gyms and martial arts gyms, like they do become your second family. Place to it's a good place to be.
It truly is. It truly is. And of course, something I mentioned about it earlier is that you won the Pro Muay Thai strawweight title at Flex Fight Series, and of course, I've seen how happy you was just winning that title. I've seen so much emotion that I didn't think I would see from a fighter, but yet I gotta ask you this. I know on that very moment, how much did that night mean to you? The fact that you got a chance to win a Pro Muay Thai strawweight title.
Well, that was actually my first Muay Thai title, so I was super pumped about that. It's my second pro title, but being able to fight for a title in front of like my hometown, and performing as well as I did, I feel that every fight that I take, I get better from the one before. And that was to date, and I have quite a few fights. And to date, that was honestly the best I've ever felt fighting.
Yeah.
I felt like everything was just on that day. Like I've walked into the cage or the ring where it's just not my day, and I've known it wasn't my day since the time I woke up. And I tried to make it my day, and it just wasn't happening. From the moment I woke up that day, I knew it was my day. And yeah, it was amazing. Every punch combo that I went to throw landed the way I wanted it to, and it just was flowing, and it was a beautiful fight.
It was an amazing fight. And of course, if you guys want to go check out Chrissy wearing that beautiful belt on her, make sure you guys go give her a follow at Chrissy underscore the doll. Because trust me when I tell you, she looked so incredible wearing that championship belt. She looked
Thank
like
you.
a Wonder Woman just winning the battle, to say the least. So, first of all, once again, congratulations. And if you guys have not got a chance to go follow Chrissy, what are you doing? I mean, after this interview, go follow her, go show some love because, this woman
Come on
deserves it.
over.
I mean, come on over to the dark side. We have cookies.
We smile a lot though, so you don't really know it's the dark side until like you're in it, until you're in the stories a little deep.
I don't want. Wow, that just got dark right there. Wow, but either way, though, go follow Chrissy the doll. Trust me when I tell you, such an amazing soul, such an incredible soul to say the least. Because she's been working so hard, she's inspiring others, she's inspired people like me to keep fighting through the BS. So go and follow Miss Chrissy because she's one badass woman.
Thank you very much.
You're very, very welcome. And of course, something that I've always wondered is that as a fighter, you've went through so much. You've been fighting for quite some time, and it always makes me wonder. Do you ever just look back on how you started to where you are?
Oh, absolutely, all the time. Um, like I said, especially when you're having those bad days where you get the crap kicked out of you by like the brand new person or something like that, because it's just not your day. Like you just remember where you came from and you remember when you started. And like I feel like that's so important, especially when you do have new people coming into the gym. Like, remember how excited you were when you first started, like, and remember how green you were. But when I first started kickboxing, we were doing American kickboxing, so it was pants and booties, and all the kicks were like above the waist, and you had kick counters like in the corner. I don't know if anybody that's on here even remotely remembers that, but just being a part of the sport in Long Island anyway, especially from the beginning and watching it flourish into what it has um, in the States is absolutely it's epic. That's the only word I can think of it. I've grown with the sport. My pants have gotten shorter. Now I'm wearing skirts and shorts and things like that. No more long boxing pants anymore. We don't wear the
Thank
booties
God.
anymore. There's no more headgear and all that fun stuff. That's all gone.
That's all gone. Thank
So
God. No more
being a part of
pants.
that movement, yeah. No more. Nobody likes the pants and those red shin guards. They were horrible.
Oh God, I can't even. I say those were really uncomfortable to wear during the fight, weren't they?
Oh, yes. And then underpants.
Oh Lord, Lord, oh Lord, yeah, yeah. I don't. I can't even imagine how you felt every time if you fought, but at least you get chance to be free and wear skirts, wear however you feel, and not having to worry about that stuff anymore. Oh Lord,
I might have
hang on.
lost you. I don't know.
You, you there?
Oh, there you are. I can
Yeah,
hear you now.
sorry about that. I was saying, it's like at least you're now free from the skirts. At least you now get a chance to wear wherever you want to the cage or to the ring, right?
Yes. Yes,
All right.
absolutely.
And once again, my apologies on the technical difficulties. I don't know what's going on, so gotta love technology.
I know. It either works for you all the time or it works for you never, especially when you want
Especially whenever we're having a lot of fun here. So if there's anybody
it.
watching this, my apologies for the technical difficulties. But something that I've always thought about is that, when it comes to, each year, we always have a goal that we want to achieve. It's like me, it's like I want to continue to be the best interviewer that I possibly could, even though I stutter a lot, which God bless my soul on that one. But at the end of the day, though, we all have something that we all want to achieve. So is there any goals that you really wanted to get a chance to achieve this year?
Well, I mean, it's January, so I feel like we have so much time, right? So I definitely would love to get another pro MMA fight under my belt this year. I would also like to successfully defend one and or both of my titles this year, and maybe possibly get a new one. Like we like, I like odd numbers, so three would be quite nice.
I mean, we all love shiny things, right?
We all love shiny things.
Is there so while we're on this discussion, is there anyone that you have in mind that you want to get a chance to face this year? Anybody that you want to get a chance to step in the ring with or step in the cage with?
Not anyone in particular, just anyone who wants to like go.
Yeah,
Honestly, let's just
it's like
whoever wants to go, let's go.
if you want to come after my title, you have to fight me first if you want to get it. So I
Yeah,
mean,
like come on, like let's go dance, let's go
let
have some
like
fun.
like like like, like just be my dancing partner. Like we'll have like
Like
a nice little
5 rounds.
yeah, just a 5 minute round chat. I mean, nothing too big
Like
or
no biggie.
anything. And of course, it's something that I got to ask you. This is my last question. This has been probably one of the toughest questions I ever get a chance to ask all the fighters. Is that we all want to be recognized for something. Me, it's always been I want to get a chance to be recognized for how I treat people and how I get a chance to do incredible interviews. But for you, it's something different. So what's something you want to be recognized for during your time in fighting?
During my time in fighting, well, I just want to always be recognized as one of those women who never quit, and hopefully at some point inspired some other girls to start doing doing this sport. The other thing is I hopefully will let more charities become involved in the fighting world after being a part of the charity that I love so much. So maybe we'll get all that rolling.
And of course, if there's anything I can do as far as like what I can be able to do, if there's anything I can do to help out with the charities, make donations, whatever it is, please don't hesitate to let me know because I will gladly get a chance to help you out, make some donations, and probably get a chance to have the whole community to get a chance to help you out as well.
Oh, thank you very much. I'll send you the info.
Hey, please gladly send me the info. So once again, guys, if you guys have not followed this incredible, gorgeous thing, make sure you guys go do that on Instagram, any other social media, at Chrissy underscore the doll. She's got some more fights. She's got a lot of things in store for her. She may end up defending the title, or who knows? She may end up going for another title. I mean, 3 does have a nice number. I mean, 3 is meant for a
Right?
lot of great things. So, I mean, I hope to get a chance to see you back in there here very, very soon. But
We're
before I
hoping
let you,
March.
keep me updated on that because I will gladly, and I'm going to tell you this right now. If you do get a fight in March, I want to get a chance to sponsor you. So I would love to get a chance to sponsor you,
All right.
Chrissy. So
Thank thank you so much.
you're very, very welcome. You can still hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, because I've been afraid because of like how bad like the technical difficulties have been. But before you have your final thoughts and comments, I do want to get a chance to do this because I do this in all my interviews. But I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy to get a chance to have you on. So really, truly, it's been a fun time. Even if we did had the technical mishaps, I definitely do
Yeah.
appreciate you. You've become such an amazing warrior, so incredible, so amazing. You've been a part of the fighting now for quite some time, and you've been such a huge blessing to myself, to Miss Zaria, to anyone that you get a chance to talk to. It's been a lot of fun to get a chance to have you here. So, is there any final thoughts, any final comments you want to say before we hop off here?
Well, I just want to thank you for having me. And I love what you're doing with this page, bringing women to the front of fighting all combat sports because it's not just, MMA or kickboxing or anything. It's all the combat sports that you guys cover. I feel like you've gotten a lot of us girls actually like in touch with each other, with they live close, you want to cross train and things like that, which has been very, very awesome. So I just want to thank you for that. Um, I don't really have much more to say. I feel like we said a lot of things. So,
Very.
yeah, just thank you and thanks Zaria. You guys are you're bringing the level up.
Thank you, Miss Zaria. Hey, go ahead and show your hoodie real quick, just to be able to get a chance to show our love. I mean, we got to, and I will make sure to screenshot this and post it on the page. So you make sure you guys go check that out. Miss Christie, thank you so much. I wish you the best of luck. Keep me updated as far as the donations or the fight news because we cannot wait to see the return of the doll.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
No problem. I'll talk to you later. Okay.
Okay.
That was Miss Chrissy Yandolli here. Such an amazing interview, and once again, I cannot stress enough. My apologies on the technical difficulties, but I think we pretty much are going to be starting to do some Instagram lives just in case some of this mishaps happened. So hopefully, if things go well, we might have another interview tonight on here. If not, make sure you guys go follow me on Instagram at The Fighting Now, and of course, get your merchandise there. You guys do not want to miss out. And of course, once again, if you guys have missed out on the big news with Brawling Babes and myself, you guys need to check that out as well. It's very beautiful, very emotional, and of course, very incredible as well. But hey, make sure you guys go follow Miss Chrissy Yandali at Chrissy underscore the underscore doll. So make sure you guys go do that right now because I'm telling you, she'll appreciate it more than you'll ever know. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, I am Jake representing the Fight Now. If you guys like what you see here, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We have many more interviews in store for you guys, so we cannot wait. But hey, until then, I am Jake representing the Fight House saying so long, and we'll see you guys later.